Perfect.
Well,
All right, I would like to call the January 11th, 2021 meeting of the Town of Cicero Zoning Board of Appeals to order. Until Miss August comes on, I will be taking attendance and doing the chief cook and bottle washer activities here. So let me pull up so I will call the roll. Mr. Rabia.
I am here.
Miss Luckett.
Here.
Mr. Palladino.
here.
Mr. Natale.
Here.
All right, at this time, I will follow my own advice and we can silence all our cell phones and pagers. If everyone would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the
flag.
Flag.
To the flag
United States of
of the United
America.
States of America.
to the republic
To the
To the republic
for which it stands,
which
one
stands
nation,
one nation,
under God,
under God,
visible,
indivisible,
justice.
liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, everyone. So this is our organizational meeting. We have no other business besides the organizational meeting before the board tonight. So with that, has everyone read the minutes of the December 7th, 2020 meeting?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Are there any corrections?
Not on my end.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Gary Natale, motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Ms. Luckett, was that you?
Yes, that was me.
Great, thank you. And I will call the roll. Mr. Rabia,
Yes.
Ms. Luckett,
Yes.
Mr. Palladino,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes to the motion.
and Mr. Stanton, yes to the motion. So unanimous. Approve the minutes. Cicero Town Board does acknowledge the importance of full public participation in all public meetings. Therefore, we urge all who wish to address to utilize the formats that we have provided. At this time, I'll make a motion that all actions taken tonight are type 2 actions and have a negative impact. That is no impact on the environment unless otherwise indicated. Do I have a second?
Gary Natale, second the
second.
motion.
Yep. And I will call the roll as Anne Marie's coming on. So, Mr. Rabia,
Yes to the motion.
Ms. Luckett,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Palladino,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton, yes to the motion. Hi, Anne Marie. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, well, thank you.
Hi, Emery.
Hello,
Hi, Anne Marie.
hello.
We have proof that all items on tonight's agenda have been advertised as directed by law. We're going to forego the reviewing the meeting process because we have no cases. So we are going to move right on to our first agenda item, which is appointment of the Zoning Board of Appeals clerk for 2021. Current clerk for a while now is Miss Anne Marie August. She's served as our clerk for quite a few years and has done an incredible job of keeping our minutes, ensuring that our discussions and decisions are recorded accurately. So with that said, I will make a motion to reappoint Miss Anne Marie August as a clerk of the Zoning Board of Appeals for 2021. Do I have a second?
Terry Luckett, second.
Miss August, please call the roll.
Mr. Rabia,
Resounding yes to the motion.
Ms. Luckett,
Of course, yes to the motion.
Mr. Palladino,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes, with a great job, Anne Marie.
and Mr. Stanton.
An unequivocal yes to the motion.
Yay!
Congratulations,
Thanks.
or my condolences, depending on how you feel
Thank
about
you.
it.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to serve.
So our second agenda item tonight is the appointment of the Zoning Board of Appeals attorney for 2021. Current attorney is Terry Kerwin Jr. He has been our attorney for the majority of my tenure with the Zoning Board of Appeals and has served quite well, in my opinion, providing invaluable advice and has honed our approach dealing with variances, and as a result has protected the town of Cicero by ensuring that our decisions are as complete as they can be. With this said, I will make a motion to reappoint Terry J. Kerwin Jr. as an attorney for the Zoning Board of Appeals for 2021. Do I have a second?
I'll second it. Gary Palladino?
Please call the roll, Ms. August.
Mr. Rabia,
Fantastic job. Yes to the motion. Thanks, Terry.
Ms. Luckett,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Palladino,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton.
Resound yes to the motion. So congratulations. Again, depending on how you view it. I'm very happy to have you here, Terry. Our third agenda item is establishing a 2021 schedule for the Zoning Board of Appeals board meetings. Everyone should have been provided this under separate cover, but for the sake of the minutes, I am going to read all 12 of them in painful detail here. Our first meeting obviously is tonight, Monday, January 11th. Our February meeting is February 1st. Our March meeting will be March 1st. That's again a Monday. Our April meeting will be Monday, April 5th. Our May meeting will be Monday, May 3rd. Our June meeting will be Monday, June 7th. Our one oddball meeting this year is July. That's Friday, July 2nd, 2021. Just a little bit of background on that. I know that may not be the most convenient for everyone. However, the Monday, anything preceding that date was not going to work, and the following week was extremely congested at the town. So unfortunately, that Friday was the only day that we could do it. For August, it's Monday, August 2nd. For September, it's Monday, September 13th. For October, it's Monday, October 4th. For November, it's Monday, October 8th. And then our final meeting will be Monday, December 6th. 1 second, guys.
He wants in, Chuck. He wants in.
Yeah.
He already wants out. He wants out, one or the other.
Husky wanted out, yes, and he was telling me, sorry. We're just trying to vote.
Chuck, Chuck, that meeting on Friday night's going to be problematic, I think, for a long weekend. What about like Tuesday the 6th? Did anybody look at that, or no? Is that not possible?
I can give that a shot. I'll ask.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
The only issue with that is if we're back in person, that is a court night.
Okay.
I think that's what the problem was.
well,
Okay.
it looks like we'll probably still be doing Zoom meetings.
Yeah,
So-
not going anywhere.
It really doesn't matter with the 8th. No, I'm sorry, the 5th.
Second.
So, I mean, that's the real thing to discuss here, guys, is that if we don't mind, one thing I wanted to have in mind of doing was not overlap with any other meeting, which may cause stress on our Zoom. Maybe not cause stress in our Zoom capabilities, but cause people to have to make a choice between one or the other, and therefore cut down on some of the public input. So would it be maybe having something the week of July 12th would pull that out of consideration, and I can check back with the town to make sure that that's that might be acceptable for them. How does that sound to everybody?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
and like I said, Chuck, I mean, I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud on the second. It's just, that's the, the kind of the first kickoff of the summer holiday weekend, right? And, when I run out of work, I'm basically cracking open beer and not thinking about coming to the zoning board meeting at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so what I would like to do then, we'll table this until the next meeting. However, I would like to approve the Monday, February 1st meeting. So I'd like to make a motion that our first meeting is Monday, March 1st, and the remainder of our meetings will be determined at that meeting.
Okay, February 1st.
February 1st.
Yeah, sorry, February 1st. I moved too far down in my agenda, guys. I apologize.
I'll second it, Anne Marie's Mark.
Ms. August, please call the roll.
Mr. Rabia,
Yes, to the motion.
Ms. Luckett,
Yes to the motion.
Palladino,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natali,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton.
Yes to the motion. Our fourth agenda item is the appointment of a deputy chairperson for 2021. At this time, I'd like to recognize Gary Natali, who has served the town of Cicero as the chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals for many years, and as the deputy chair last year. Gary welcomed me onto the board and has provided guidance and mentorship to me throughout my tenure on the board. He's been instrumental in determining the current composition of the board, which is the strongest it has ever been. His character and demeanor shines through, and I feel fortunate that he is elected to stay on the board and continue to share his experiences and knowledge with us. With that said, it is my honor to make a motion to appoint Gary Natali as the deputy chairperson for the Zoning Board of Appeals for 2021. Do I have a second?
Second,
Ms. August, please call the roll.
Mr. Rabia,
Yes, to the motion. Thank you,
Yes,
Gary.
Ms. Luckett,
yes to the motion. Thanks, Gary.
Mr. Palladino,
Yes to the motion. I think Gary's probably responsible for everyone that's on the board.
It's very true.
Good job, Gary. I couldn't have picked him better myself.
does he have to, do I have to call on Gary to approve it?
Yes, he should probably, unless he wants to abstain.
Mr.
No to the motion.
No,
Thank
for the
you,
record,
guys.
I didn't ask him.
Thank you, team.
Mr. Natali, Mr. Stanton.
Absolutely, yes to the motion. Thank you, Gary, for being willing to stay on.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna do a recap of continuing education reporting requirements for 2020 and then discuss 2021. That's our fifth agenda item. So just a reminder that all board members, including our ad hoc, are reminded that there is a continuing education requirement of 4 hours. That's both 2020 and moving forwards into 2021 for each year. As always, if you have more than 4 hours of continuing education in 2020, you may apply the excess hours to 2021. And just again, a reminder, the chair does have final say on acceptability of continuing education. And obviously, with the COVID situation and the fact that everybody's locked down, there is going to be a lot of allowance for self-study, as well as online review. So if everybody hasn't already, you'll be seeing an email from me soon reminding you all to get your record of continuing education for 2020 into the clerk's office so that it can be recorded. And we'll, at that same time, we'll also provide a form for 2021.
Chuck, I did a computer swap, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I lost some of my early files. Did we do a training exercise in January of last year that we got credit hours for? I know what I did on my own self-paced as we worked our way through the year, reading Townsend topics and a couple other classes that I went through, but I forget if we had credit for the beginning of the year training session like we've done in the past. I thought we did, but I could be wrong.
I honestly, in preparation for this, I went back and reviewed what we did in January, and I do not, there wasn't any training recorded in that. We actually had a case that night, and we did an organizational meeting very similar to this.
Okay. So maybe we didn't do anything in 2020. Okay.
I don't believe we did, but I do,
Okay.
seeing as we're in the role here on Zoom, I think we can work in some kind of training this year when we have a month that we don't have any cases.
Thanks. Yeah, I got plenty of other stuff I've done, kind of on my own as I've gone through the year. So thank you. I just want to make sure I didn't have too much carryover.
No worries. And as always, if people have continuing education requirements for their own job, we can definitely look at those continuing education courses, requirements that you fulfilled in order to be able to fulfill this, which is a good point. Let's see, on the agenda, I skipped into, we already approved the minutes from the December 7th, 2020 meeting. So with that, is there any other business before the board? Okay, there being no other business, our next scheduled regular meeting is just approved tonight is Monday, February 1st, 2021. I look forward to seeing you all there. If there happens to be no cases, we will still get together just to cover the agenda or the meeting schedule for next year.
Mhm.
So, or for this year, I apologize. I'm still working in 2020 for a little bit here. So with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn. Gary Pelley.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second,
Second by Ms. Luckett.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, well, that's an aye.
Mr. Natale.
Bye.
Everybody have a
Thank
good
you.
night. We'll see you next
Bye.
month.
You too.
I-